Good morning, and welcome to chapter 135 of our streaming adventure. Today we have the Swiss rounds of the ManaTraders series tournament for November. This month was Legacy, and we qualified primarily playing the Echoes deck, and so figured it's got us this far. Why not just keep riding that as long as the horse will carry us? So it so happened that after the after the qualifying, but prior to the Swiss happening, that the Commander Legends set has come out, and so new cards being available, but how many of them will truthfully impact Legacy? Well, I believe that Hull Breacher is something that has the chance to impact Legacy at basically kind of as additional Narsets, especially when I'm spinning wheels. And the fact that I was able to get a couple games in last night where Hull Breacher, sometimes it's like you get Narset and you spin the wheel and you're like, okay, well, I can't do anything more this turn, but hey, they don't have any cards in hand. If you do the same kind of thing with Hull Breacher, you end up with 7 mana afterwards, and that's pretty good. I mean, especially if you already have an Urza in play and stuff, that all of these artifact treasures are powering up your, what do you call it, construct, colorless construct artifact creature token. Like, all of those are getting credit and stuff like that. So I don't know, I felt this is something where you don't necessarily need to know the whole metagame and stuff, which I don't. Like, I do play Legacy, but I don't play Legacy enough. And so I do think this puts me in a decent position to try to compete. So that's basically my plan is, hey, let's just high roll people all day long. I won't complain if we keep getting great draws over and over again. But no, I think this will be fun. Sometimes we have some pretty absurd turns, and I don't know, that's the part that makes Magic fun for me, is when the turns are just kind of stupid. There were 178 people qualified, so that should mean 8 rounds of Swiss, and the prizing pays out. The prizing paying out difference between 65th and 64th. So basically everybody who plays will get the 5. And then a large portion will, get 10, because there's about, 50 difference. Then it comes down to what it would take to be in the top 64. Now, if we have, like I said, 178 people, $20, 26, 65. Okay, so that would mean X3 puts you, and somebody's going to drop. So X3 gets you at least the 25, and then up from there. So, and then we're in the ManaTrader subscriber section, so we have the 10x multiplier available to us. So that's what we're playing for. Nice cash and prizes available today. Couple minutes left. We'll find out our opponent in the first round. So the ManaTrader series runs through their own website, and it'll tell you this is who you play against. You I will be joining the match. The opponent will be creating the match. You find it in the tournament practice series, or tournament practice room. It'll match you up. You play your game. When you're done, the software scrapes the information and it sets you up for the next round. So, I mean, overall, I've been really impressed with how the ManaTrader series has worked in general. The qualifying is clear. You have this many games left to play. You need to hit this percentage of wins to get yourself there, and then there's the leaderboard and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I find it to be a good. I mean, the fact that it's free is absurd. That they're like, yeah, it's free to enter, and we'll give you stuff. Of course, that's amazing. So, I mean, this is something where I could potentially see paying to try to do something like it, but the fact that we don't have to, that's just better. So, what do we got? They have announced that next month, so December will be modern. Not that I necessarily play that much modern, or I guess what I saw of it though, both in the mocks when Michael Jacob was playing, I don't know, it doesn't seem that bad. I mean, like I said, it's free, might as well play it, so that's what we'll do. But what we are playing today, like I said, the Echoes deck, it's pretty straightforward. I took out the things that I had been doing that were like cute, although I still do have my one engineered explosive. And then 2 hull breachers. And then I have that brazen borrower in the side, along with, I still have Sky Sovereign. Sky Sovereign as my artifact spice, but I did put the other ballistas back in because I think they are worthwhile. Looking around. People are talking in the Discord, event support setup. We're running. There's a little extension that runs in the background that supports ManaTraders, and it should help them. It should help them, for coverage of seeing hands and stuff like that. So I am currently streaming, so that should also, if they want to live look in and say hello to us, we will accept that as well. So, all right. Time has happened, so we will be joining the match. Our opponent is Negator77, who is the Dark Depths aficionado, who is also, I believe, the trophy leader. We could take a quick look into the trophy room. Oh, not currently in first place. They're just really, really, really good. All right. So we will wait for them to create and then probably lose. Our opponent's deck, we are allowed to view because it tells us. Yep, they are the Stifle. This is the no basic land mana base one. That it's the kind of thing where they post it online and they just go ahead and beat everybody. So, well, starting off strong. Surgicals, Abrupt Decay, Force of Vigor, Leyline. What do they have main? They have Duress, they have Inquisition, they have Thoughtseize. So Jerry Step. Okay. All right. Nothing daunting about that. Actually, we could write their name down. We could do the first part. We are in tournament practice, yep. We are not in league, we're not in the open play, we're not in the 2-player room. All things to be mindful of. Do the thing. You have to keep checking. You're like, I do join the match, right? I don't create the match. Correct. Okay. A lot of people are getting errors trying to access the tournament page. Not sure what that means. I mean, I feel like we're pretty lucky that our stuff is working over here. I'm curious. I'm going to go look at GoatBot prices for Hull Breacher. Holy crap. Yikes. That makes me well, I mean, look how small the, I don't want to say print run, but you know how low the amount of cards that have been opened. People have complained packs are not available to open. We are in Legacy. We are in Legacy Tournament Practice. And there we go. All right. Hello and good luck. We're on the draw. Why wouldn't we be? We cannot. All right, what is this? This is a turn 1. A turn 2 Chalice on the draw seems poor, especially if they take that Lotus Petal, then I don't even have that. It could be a turn 1 Emery, but like I said, they have all of the disc artifacts. I feel like this is unstable. That's just my thought. Like this sucks. But we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it because it feels like, I don't know, maybe I can luck into something. That's my thought. Plus we'll be on the draw. We'll get the extra draw off the bobble. I have to remember what my keys are. OK is F1. So far they have mulliganed to 5, and I'm at 6. Seeing how much further they need to go. But so they kept 5, and they just have turn 1 everything. That would be a good one. Is there anything we could even pretend to get to? I don't think so. Nope. Just has the old turn 1 2020. What are you going to do about it? So, what do we change? We'll be on the play. Chalice to be able to turn, like we said, the zeros and stuff like that of the world off. I do think Force is going to be worthwhile. So what is not worthwhile? We could bring up their deck list again. Sylvan Safekeepers, stuff like that. Do I even bother? They have Leyline as well. So I'm going to bring in the Brazen Borrower. Things we can trim. Like, they don't necessarily draw as much. If they're going to be hitting us there. Because they don't have natural draw. Alright. Well, that first one didn't even get a turn. The old turn 1 kill. Fun, exciting, compelling. I mean, that deck appears to be pretty good. What beats Dark Depths? Truthfully. You know, if you're able to present a 2020, 2020s just end the game quickly. We saw Brian Koval post a stream where he's using his deck and kind of stumbled his way, losing a game, and then after that did not drop a game. Like, so he had a 2-1, and then 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, nice trophy. I mean, maybe it's that kind of thing. An opponent goes, yeah, the matchup has dunking in both directions. Because, like, if I'm able to set up turn 1 Chalice, you know, go all the way, Echo, Eon, all that kind of stuff, you know, it could very well pay off for me in the other direction. I guess we shall see. All right, so this is a turn This is a turn 1 Urza. Turn 1 Urza, and we spin into some stuff. They have mulligan to 4. I mean, when you only need a couple cards, right? No. One, two, three, four. I'm still one short. Like, if he has it, we just die, so... Okay, they didn't have it yet. Okay, they have it now. Yeah, we're just dead. Well, that was fun. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, powerful wizard powerfully defeated us. So, let's get an update in there. This was a little too quick, but, you know, it happens. So, like I said, 100 and... Let's bring up the list again. I guess we really don't have too many answers to stuff like Dark Depths in general. And maybe that is a failing of the deck, or maybe that's just a matchup that you kind of need to be willing to shrug off. Wow, we already have 20 matches complete. And I would have thought we would have been like the first one done. There were only, there's 69 matches. Nice. Still in the round. So I'm wondering if it will, will things, okay, it does. It updates as it's getting results. So it's already at 68. It'll just tick, 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 tick. I was going to say, is Legacy bound to be... I guess if you ran into a lot of combo, like that was basically, we're two combo decks, and he was able to set up the combo just faster than us. So, or maybe their deck being... I don't want to say redundant. I mean, we have four copies of all of our stuff too. So it's not that we're not redundant, but I guess maybe I don't have as much search. I don't have crop rotation. Elvish Reclaimer is another search aspect. Like the fact that it also doesn't even have to be search. They can have different parts of the combo come together. Because like Vampire Hexmage into Dark Depths, they only needed 4 cards. Petal, Hexmage Depths. And I'm just dead, Whereas I need, just because I have Lion's Eye Diamond and Echo of Eons, all that is fresh cards for both of us. The question is, okay, well, what else could I play ahead of it when I get Narset, when I get Hull Breacher, things like that make the wheel no longer both-sided. But even then, it's not that I've necessarily presented a lethal threat. All I did was randomize, the 7 cards I draw could all suck. Whereas when they assemble theirs, it's like, nope, this is an immediate threat that kills you. So maybe that deck is worthy of more consideration, especially the fact that they always do so well. I watched Brian Koval play it to a league, and it just seemed, as I'm watching the lines of play, I'm like, it seemed intuitive, and it's to be able to look at a 7-card hand and be like, this has it or this doesn't have it. Negator obviously has that high, so like my skill level might be here with it, his skill level might be up here with it, so being able to recognize those things and play quickly is definitely much more impressive in their side. Okay, so since I've been talking, we've already burned through 9 more matches of this round. I'm wondering if we will turn over rounds faster, as opposed to... I feel like the prior time I was in the Swiss, they were like, yep, 1 hour from now you'll play, as opposed to when all the matches are done for the round, we're going to play the next one. That's more like a challenge, I would say. So I've already drank my water, so I'm going to go refill my water, but I will be right back.